folks, I'm back. It's me, Mahmood Chowdhury, aka the People's Coach, aka your host and speaker for today. Now today, I want to talk to you guys about effective communication, something that may enhance the quality of your relationships or ship that you have with your nearest, dearest loved one, your work colleagues, people who you may know, people who you meet on a day-to-day basis, from turning what's that word I'm after? Kind of got tongue-tied, tongue-twisted. From a transactional relationship to an interacting relationship, to improve the quality of how you come across, how you convey your message. Well, now I'm going on a bit. Let me pause for a second. Let me bring something to your attention, something that may be useful in your life. Now check this out, people. How do you improve the quality of your relationship? What do you do? How do you say it? How do you come across? How do you carry and conduct yourself? All play a major factor in terms of improving just that little bit in the quality of your relationship. I'll give you an example. What the hell am I ranting on about? What am I talking about, people? Let's breathe. Take a moment or two to think, to reflect, to ponder. Now check this out. Sometimes in life, well, not sometimes in life, in every single area and aspect of life where there's people, you need to be mindful of one thing. And that thing that I want to share with you today, because I've learned it through a speaker who gave a talk on effective communication, the art of communication. And one thing that got brought to my attention. Oh yeah, by the way, before I begin, his name is Yasir Farzagar. Now he talks about the art of communication and he mentions one thing, and that thing is this. Do not allow your point to spoil the person, to ruin the person. I'll give you an example. For instance, if you're involved in a relationship, you're having a disagreement, a little argument, a little conflict, a misunderstanding. It doesn't matter how right you are. Sometimes we have this need to be right. Sometimes we have this need to convey our message so the person understands what angle and area and aspect we're coming from. But when you do this, it can be off-putting, especially if it's the truth, and even if it's wrong. Because of the fact that you want to be heard, you want to tell that person that you know what you're talking about, you're right and they are wrong. When you do this, you put them off completely, and in sacrifice, you spoil the relationship with them. And you also distance them from getting nearer to you intimately and in so many different areas and aspects and angles of life. You spoil trust, you spoil miscommunication, you spoil reassurance, reliance. You spoil all of them qualities that you get in a good relationship because of the fact that you're so dominantly have to be right, if that makes any sense anyway. Because you're so into this thing about you're wrong and I'm right. And you're so into yourself that you just want to speak and you want to make sure that the truth is manifested and they hear it. Well, let me tell you something. Even if they hear the truth, they can still easily turn away because of the fact that you've just poured it in their face. You put it to them. You put them in their place. But let me tell you something. Sometimes when you put a person in their place, it makes them feel like crap. And when it makes them feel like crap, do you think that they're going to turn to you again? Even if you speak the truth, do you think that they would want to be next to you? This is what I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. You have to be mindful of how you treat people. Especially if you are right in something, you don't always have to express it. You don't even have to say it. Sometimes in life, a person needs to find out the hard way for themselves. Sometimes in life, you can tell a person all the rights. You can warn them, you can give them the signs, signals, messages, but they still won't listen to you. They still won't get it. Because sometimes they just need to find out themselves. Meaning as in they need to grow through it, go through it, experience it, feel it, taste it. And then just get a little burn out of it and then think, oh yeah, that's it. I should not have done that. You see? Where a person could have pointed it out, yes. There's always, you just have to be careful of what you say, how you come across. Pick and choose your time. Sometimes you have to say something. Sometimes you just have to back off. Let your opinions go. Understand one thing. When you are talking to that person and you want to convey something, ask yourself, what I'm about to say, is that person going to be put off? Is that relationship going to be spoiled because of the thing that I'm about to tell them? So that's the thing to be mindful of, people. Do not allow your point to spoil the the relationship. Is it worth the sacrifice? If you don't care about that person, then by all means blurt out whatever it is that you have to say, even if it's the truth, because they ain't going to hear you. They're not going to listen to you. They're going to run a mile because you're too harsh. That's what I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. Let's not be harsh. Let's be approachable. Because when you're approachable, it builds quality relationships. It makes the person feel confident, safe. They feel as if they're reassured, they're empowered because of the fact that they feel embraced by your presence, by who you are. When you're able to do this in a relationship, it becomes richer, it becomes more meaningful. Because now all of a sudden their heart opens up to you and you're able to do the same thing to them and have that meaningful relationship. That's what I'm talking about, people. So, do not let your point spoil the relationship, spoil the person. It's not worth it at the end of the day, especially if it's someone you really care about. And we tend to do this to our nearest, dearest loved ones. We don't always have to be right, even if we are right. Allow a person to grow, allow a person to experience. Choose, time whatever it is that you have to say to them. Sometimes you need to say something. Yes, just say it. Sometimes you just have to back off. Pick and choose their moments. But make sure majority of their moments are not letting your point spoil the person. That's what I'm trying to say, people. Sometimes you just have to humble yourself. Sometimes you just got to bite the tongue and hold back from saying what it is that you want to say. Now, there's a whole thing about how you come across, what your whole body language, the tone of voice that you use. Now, that's something that I want to talk about later on in videos to come. Or probably, I can't even remember, I've probably done videos about psychology, the body language of communicating. But the thing is, when you do say something, or when you back off, or when you humble yourself, do not allow your body language to leak out, meaning you're biting your teeth, you're grinding like, I really want to say something but I'm holding back. Because when they see this, when they see that you're not saying something, and you're really tensed up and your body language is negative, like, it could put someone off. You have to say it with heart, body, mind and soul. Meaning, when you do back off, do it in a humble way. Make sure that your body language is in sync with what you have to say and your thoughts and actions. That's what I'm talking about. So it's not just backing off and just letting them go blah, 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 blah. No. Or, the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention is this, people. Look. Listen up closely, okay? Because this may just benefit you and impact the quality of your relationship and your life. Don't lose that person, especially your nearest, dearest loved one. When you do communicate well with your tongue and body language. Make sure it's in sync. Make sure your motives and intentions are in sync with your mouth and your body language. People, that's all I have to say. I just hope that has been very insightful. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many, as well as yourself. Bye for now.